Up next, we got the board race and another crack field. Redhead's been known for board paddlers in the past few years. Who do you like in this one?
Yeah, it's going to be super hard to go past Stewie McLaughlin, the local boy from Redhead. 3 Australian titles, current Australian title holder.
Wow, he's one of the best in the business, and he's a lay-down board paddler, something synonymous with the Redhead Club. We'll also see Isaac Costello, another local, and one of his board relay partners as well. Interestingly, a couple of the boys, they've decided to go back on the line. They're going to head down into that rip. They saw Danielle McKenzie and how much of a difference it make. So look at them all head north. But a couple of the boys decided to go straight. Maybe Nick Malcolm and Nick Fox just straight out on the yellow boards. Luke Cuff, no problems, negotiating the tough Redhead break. He'll just sneak through one as a couple get absolutely belted. And this is the wriggler, Stuart McLaughlin from Redhead. You can see that distinctive style. Jack, why would he paddle like that while the rest of the boys decide to go up on their knees?
To be completely honest, Josh, I've got no idea. Perhaps he had sore knees as a young kid, but it seems to work for him.
Oh, doesn't it ever? The 3 times Australian champion. One man up on his knees and going for it is Zach Orchard. He is from the Surfers Paradise Club, but out in front, Luke Cuff from Mermaid Beach. We saw him in the Ironman earlier on, how quick he was on the board and how much ground he made up. He really broke away there, and he's still leading out in front. Stu McLaughlin just taking a short look around there on the outside, maybe biding his time a little bit in second place, just chasing Luke Cuff out in front. I think next to him, both the two boys laying down in second and third. That'll be Isaac Costello as well. So the Redhead Club doing well on home sand as they round the can for the first time. And it looks like the waves are coming here, so expect these two to really push hard on the way home.
Yeah, Isaac Costello's another young gun from Redhead. I think he's following in the footsteps of Stewie McLaughlin. And why wouldn't you? He's a phenomenal board paddler. As we see Zach Orchard make out with his board there, what is he doing? Whatever floats your boat, Zach.
Oh, I don't know, and he's just had a little smile to the camera as well, so he seems like he's having fun back there. We might have to catch up with him afterwards and find out what's going on. One man who's not waiting around is Luke Cuff out in front on the distinctive gold board there. He's just found a wave, sneaks around the can, and just like Lizzie Wellborn did in the women's race, found himself a wave in the first leg and broken free. As we see Stu McLaughlin, how low down on the board he gets there as he chases the runners. It looks like a wild style, but man, it works.
It certainly does work. As we see a wave come through out the back, Luke Cuff's opened up a huge gap here though, Josh.
It looks like there might be 5, 6, 7 on that one outside, but Luke Cuff's not concerned. We can see great shots of that little inshore gutter there and a few little potholes that these guys will have to make sure that they negotiate well. Cuff up and around the turning flags. He's halfway home in this board race final. Stewie McLaughlin up, a few little bunny hops across the inshore gutter there. Make sure he doesn't fall over there. So one of the best in the business. Bo Wheeler from the Northcliffe Club on the yellow board. Isaac Costello, Redhead. Nick Malcolm, the Dolphin. Nick Fox. So a couple of the guys who didn't use the rip early on, they're in the mix in this race. Maybe it's not the best option. Hayden Allen, Matt Poole goes round. Mackenzie Hynard, Corey Taylor, Timmy Foran, another of the Redhead paddlers, but they're all chasing this man, Luke Cuff.
Yeah, you think these boys are going to find it very hard to paddle Luke Cuff down. Second place at the World Championships to the Shannon Eckstein. It's not going to be an easy feat.
Not at all, as Stuart McLaughlin makes his way through. And the boys seem to have had an easier run through this little bank than the girls did. So it's like that. You get a bad run there, you get a bit of swell, and you're going to get cleaned up in these short conditions. Corey Taylor there. Mackenzie Hynard on the fluoro board heads through. Tim Foran, another of the boys laying down at the moment. But Luke Cuff out in front into green water as the swell starts to lift. And every wave that comes through now at this point, Luke will just be thinking to himself, how good's this? It'll be slowing his competitors down. But now comes the critical part. We know that outside bank's breaking. Oh, as Luke just goes up and over one there, it can cause havoc on these guys as they try and round the final can.
Very different to their traditional racing. It's not too... Oh, here comes one. It's cleaned up, Cuffy.
Just as we said it, Luke's gone up and over and been belted, so this brings the rest of the field back into it. We can see McLaughlin, he just takes a quick look outside, makes sure no waves are coming, and really powers down. Cuff's back on, and he'll be thinking, where did that one come from? Because this isn't normal racing. That doesn't normally happen to you at a surf carnival, but here at Redhead, a second time he's had to sit and pop through a wave. So Luke will be thinking, what have I done wrong here? He just wants to get around this final can, get a wave, and get home like Lizzie Wellborn did.
We've seen seen that gap almost half here, Josh. And then again, a third wave on Luke.
Oh, that must be tough for him there. He's gone all the way out to the back and he's still being forced to pop waves even on the way in. Cuff turns for home and really pushes hard as one flutters up behind him, but it'll just die out. And the rest of the guys have to be thinking they're a chance at this point with those kinds of sets coming through.
Yeah, on the way out, they thought it was race over, but we see a couple loomers. Bo Wheeler makes his way down one. He's going to come up on Cuff here.
Oh, it's jag time from Wheeler there. He looks across and says, I'm sorry, mate, but I have to do it. All's fair in love, war and racing. So we're going to race into the yellow board, Bo Wheeler. The gold board there, Luke Cuff. Cuff's off first and he's going. Oh, a little stumble there from Cuff. Wheeler gets a small advantage and it's just 1 metre on him. Wheeler up the beach. This will be a famous victory for him. He's first in the Summer of Surf. He grits the teeth, goes hard to the line, and Bo Wheeler has pulled it out of the fire. Luke Cuff must be thinking to himself, what do I have to do to get one? Isaac Costello will cross the line in third from Corey Taylor. Stuart McLaughlin in there, so the Redhead boys have had a good day. Bill Budd will round us out in sixth. And Zach Orchard, after spending most of the race licking his board there, doesn't look all that interested in getting home. He's just enjoying this surf, isn't he? Oh, as he tries to get a little barrel, but no chance there, Zach. He'll look around and think, oh, what was I doing? He'll be back to fight another day. But out in front, Bo Wheeler, what a performance. His first Summer of Surf win there. Luke Cuff, desperate in second place, deserved more than that. As we go down the page, Nick Fox, Harrison Stone, Matt Bevilacqua and Jake Reese. Rounding us out in last place is Zach Orchard, the board licker.
I got lucky and he got unlucky and I sort of feel bad, but I mean, that's surf, I guess, so yeah.
How hard was that last run?
Yeah, it was hard, it was a killer. I'm not usually good at running at the beach, but yeah, no. I know, I pulled something out, so that's all right.
Well, our winner, Bo Wheeler, found it when he needed it, and there's a shot of our podium with the great people from First National Real Estate who sponsor the board series. And as we take a look at the overall point score, that's taken Bo up into sixth place there, but Isaac Costello out in front on his home beach in first place. Further down, Luke Cuff, his second here today, will push him into eighth. We head all the way down, Josh Clouston, Will Budd and Michael Saul.